Shalom, this is Levi Shore. Welcome back to Swinging Torah. We're going to do Parsha Bechukosai, and we're going to learn something very simple. We're going to learn the blessings of the Torah. We're going to learn the brachos, the brachos, the blessings that Hashem promised us if we keep the Torah. All right, let's jump right in. Here we go. So, V'im Bechukosai Telechu, V'es Mitzvosai Tishmeru V'yasisem Osam. So if you will keep my chukim, the mitzvahs that are the more mystical chukim, and if you will guard my mitzvot, my mitzvahs, and you will perform them, you will do the mitzvahs, then this is what Hashem promises us. This is the blessings that we get if we perform the mitzvos. It says, V'nasati gishmechem be'itam. I will give you rains in their time. And the Midrash says that these rains will come perfectly on Shabbos night when everyone's inside eating the meal, and the rains will come and the crops will grow, and we won't even have to be, and it'll be sunny during the day. And the world will be perfectly in balance and alignment. V'nasna ha'aretz yavula. And the aretz, and what is the land? Eretz Israel, the land of Israel. And the land will give produce. Ve'etz hasadeh yitain piryo. And the tree of the field will give its fruit. And this is extremely fascinating. The Midrash says that even the trees we have now that are barren and don't have fruit, they will all give fruit. We get to taste the fruit. What's the fruit of a pine tree? What's the fruit of a cedar tree? I mean, the maple gives the sap, but will there even be a maple fruit? How delicious would that be? So we haven't even tasted these fruits, that the earth has potential in it. Hashem created everything with this potential, and we haven't even harnessed the potential. It was in Gan Eden, in the Garden of Eden. There was this potential. Before Adam Arishon and Chava, Adam and Eve, they ate from the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But this is all in, Hashem created everything with this potential that every tree has a certain kind of fruit that it will produce. And it's an interesting mushal there that every human being, every Neshamah created, Hashem has a special purpose and a fruit that they can create, children that they can create, something beautiful that they can bring in the world. Everyone has a purpose. Every tree has a special fruit, and every person has a special purpose. V'hisig lechem dayish etz batzir. And you won't even get done the threshing of your grapes, the stomping in the grapes before you have to harvest them again. Uvatzir yasig es zara. And you won't even get done harvesting all your crops before you have to plant again. V'yachaltem lachnechem lasova. And when you eat your bread, it will have a special feeling of filling you up. You won't even have to eat a lot and you'll feel filled up. And you'll have so much of it. V'shavtem lavetach ba'artzachem. And you will live in security in your land, in the land of Israel. V'nasati shalom ba'aretz u'shechavtem be'ein macharid v'hish bati chaya ra'ah min ha'aretz. And I will give you peace in the land, and you will live, and there will be no one to frighten you. And there will be no wild animals to make you leave the land. Now let me ask you something. Those people that have promised the Jewish people that if they give up the Torah, have they delivered on peace and security? We've had the war in 1948. We had the war in 67. We had the war, the Yom Kippur War. We had the first Intifada, the second Intifada, the first war with Lebanon, the second war of Lebanon, and a huge, terrifying war looms on the horizon. Have they delivered peace to us for not following the Torah? Because this is the blessings that Hashem promises us if we do keep the Torah. Maybe it's time to change tactics here and follow the Torah, and then we get real shalom, not this false promise of peace and security. The cherev lo sa'avor be'artzachem, and a sword will not cross your land. No enemy armies will invade you. Or daftem es oivechem, and you will pursue your enemies. Wouldn't that be nice for a change? V'naflu lifnechem lacharev, and they will fall before the sword. Mikem chamisha mea umea mikem ravava, and 5 of you will chase 100, and 100 of you will chase 10,000. Yirdofu v'naflu oivechem lifnechem lacharev. And your enemies will fall before you by the sword. Ufanisi alechem, and I will turn to you. V'chif reisi eschem, v'hir beisi eschem, and I will make you fruitful, and I will multiply you. V'ha kimosi es brisi itchem, and I will establish my bris with you. Hashem will renew the covenant that Abraham made with Hashem. And the Midrash says something incredible, that people will conceive and give birth on the same day. So in the Gemara it says, well, how's that possible? But we see it already in the world. We see it with the tarnigolim. We see it with the chickens. Chickens can lay an egg every day. And is it impossible for Hashem? Even though we're so accustomed that it takes 9 months for the baby to be born. But is it impossible for Hashem to conceive a baby, form a baby, and give birth on the same day? It is. So the world is nowhere near its potential. Because we're not reaching our potential. Because we're not learning the Torah and following His mitzvahs. And we've been deceived for so long, for so many hundreds of years now, and for thousands of years, by those who deceive us and say not to follow the Torah, not to do Hashem's mitzvahs, and all the death, and all the famines, and all the plagues, and all the destruction. Isn't it time? Isn't it time to finally do what we're supposed to do, and learn the Torah and do the mitzvahs, and create a better world? When is enough? When's enough of this gullus, this exile? Time's now. The time's now. Bechukosai. The time is now to start learning the Torah and doing Hashem's mitzvahs. Let's do a better world. Let's see peace. Let's see a more fruitful world. Let's see a miraculous world. Anyone sick of it yet? Anyone sick of the exile yet? V'achaltem yashan noshan. And you will eat that which is very old. V'yashan mifnei chadash totziu. And you will remove the old just to make room for the new. You'll have so much crops. You'll have so much food. You'll just have to get rid of the old food just so you can start eating the new food. V'nesati mishkani b'sochechem. And I will place my mishkan, my place of dwelling, which means here the final Beis HaMikdash, the third temple, which Hashem will never destroy. V'lo sigal nafshi eschem. And my soul will not purge itself of you. Hashem will never exile us again. V'chis halakti b'sochechem. And Hashem will manifest His Shekhinah, and He will walk amongst the Jewish people. V'hayisi lechem leilokim. And I will be a God to you. V'atem tiyeh li la'am. And you will be a people for me. You will be a nation for me. Hashem's special nation. Ani Hashem Elokechem. I am Hashem, your God. Asher hotzesi eschem eretz Mitzrayim, who took you out of the land of Egypt. And Hashem proves that we should trust Him. And just as Hashem brought us out with miracles and wonders in the 10 plagues of Mitzrayim, Hashem promises that in the future Geula will be the same. And there will not be just plagues, and there will not just be the Eser Makos just on Mitzrayim. They will be global now. Hashem will demonstrate His power on a global scale, and there will be 10 plagues on a global scale. And there will be a miracle as miraculous as the Kriyas Yam Suf, as the splitting of the sea. And Hashem will demonstrate His power to all the world. And Hashem is saying, I already demonstrated to you, and this is me promising. Hashem says, I, Hashem, your God, I promise you, who already took you out of Mitzrayim, who already took you out of Egypt. I brought you out from being their slaves to the Mitzrayim. The Eshbor motos al olchem, and I broke the pegs of your yoke. The olek eschem komamiyus, and I brought you into the land upright and proud. As Hashem will gather us in the final Geula, the final redemption, Hashem will bring us up upright and proud into the land of Israel. These are the blessings. This is what Hashem promises. If we follow His Torah, if we learn His Torah and do His mitzvahs, let's do it. Let's have a great Shabbos. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you back again soon on Sweet and Good Torah.